I'm going to bring the meeting to order. One of our board members is not here. He's supposed to be in about half an hour or so. He's coming back from Indianapolis. So first thing that I wanted to do is just kind of review what we did last year in the association, just so everybody understands that we actually are doing something. We again had 4 different community activities. We did our Easter egg hunt in the spring. We did the 4th of July parade. Then our major event was our holiday in the farms, and we also had a garage sale that I'm not sure was really that successful. Yeah, rain is frequent. I want to thank the different people that are active in doing the various duties that we have in the association, because I think that when I mention who does things, you'll discover there's really not that many people doing things. I mean, everybody on the board does multiple functions, whether it's assisting with community activities or whatever, but there are other people in the community. And the first area that I'd like to mention is the athletic program. John Bushman here, he coordinates athletics, and I don't know how many years you've been doing it, but a long time. And helping him is Matt Heller, who is our baseball commissioner. Tim Higgins is our director of T-ball. Rich Wisecarver is our soccer commissioner. Wendy Pacini managed our concession stand, and Wendy is right here. And Dan O'Brien handled the park and field maintenance. For our swim club, this past year, Ed Mayer coordinated it, along with being treasurer. And Aaron Knox handled concessions and lawn maintenance. Kevin Pacini handled the plumbing and the repairs. Cindy Goldick oversaw the lifeguards and scheduling. Natalie Winkler assisted in various things as needed. And I want to mention one of our neighbors who goes down to the parking area and does a little extra mowing and taking care of our flowers there. That's Karen Miller. She's really good about that. Our memo is done by Jalissa Harris. And Jalissa's done it for 2 years now. She's going to phase out this spring, so if there's anyone that anybody knows that does graphics, we really need some help in that area. She's done a great job in revising the look of our memo, and we just want to keep going forward with that. Monica Bowles, down here on the end, this past year has worked on membership, and she's also been a liaison with the Northwest School District. She attends just about every board meeting that they have, and really keeps us informed as to what's happening and why things are happening. Membership is a gentleman who is not here. He's Scott Baker. He has assumed that just in the last couple months, and he'll be doing that going forward. But there again, his job is changing this year, and we probably are going to need somebody to help with the membership coming up. Our secretary is Bert Cameron. Poor Bert, he's in Florida. He's spending the month there. But Wendy Pacini, Bert's daughter, is filling in for him, which she does whenever he's on holiday. And then we do a lot of interaction with the township, and I've been the one who has done a lot of that in the past year. We've talked to them about street repairs, which you all know because we keep harping about that. We've done a lot with the Welsh project. We're building the new homes here, and then things like signage and that for the neighborhood. There's just a lot of small things we're back and forth constantly on. So we talk with the people at the township many times every month. This past year, one of our big projects, physical big projects, was painting the swim club. And the people that assisted were Gary Hahn. He lives down on Cedar Creek. One of his friends, Vinnie Gray, who doesn't live in the neighborhood, spent a lot of time over there. Mary Barrera spent a lot of time. And then my wife Susan and myself. And we ended up getting the buildings looking a lot fresher for this year. And so that's where that went. I want to mention Gwen McFarland. Gwen was a trustee of Springfield Township up until this past month. She's moved on. She's now head of the Democratic Party in Hamilton County. And she has been really a good advocate for the farms, very active in trying to get us everything that we've needed over the years. The new trustee that was elected is Christy Dukes Davis, and I've met with her a number of times, and I think we'll have a real good relationship with Christy. The other trustees are Joe Hornerlaw and Mark Burning, and they're both very receptive. So right now we've got an all-Republican group as trustees, but in talking with them over and over again, I really have the feeling that we've got advocates, no matter what party anybody's in, that they're looking out for our interests. I've talked with both Joe and Mark extensively in the last few months about doing something that will indicate that as you come out of Butler County into Springfield Township here at the farms, that we get some signage up, maybe we can get some banners, we get things that give a very positive look to the neighborhood as we drive in. I don't know if you all realize it, but we have 5,000 people in the farms. And what they consider the farms is anywhere from Hamilton Avenue over to where the Forest Park line is on the east, and then from John Gray Road, Butler County, down to Kemper Road. So we've got 5,000 people. The township has a little over 36,000 people, so we represent 14% of the population in the townships. We're a significant part of it. And our interest is that we don't get forgotten because we're so far north of where a lot of the township is. So at that, if we can move along and ask for a treasurer's report.
Med Mayor, Treasurer, anyone wants a job, they can have it. The forms I gave out are the actuals for the PRFCA as well as the swim clubs, and then the PRF athletics budget. The PRFCA as well as the swim club also have budgeted numbers for 2020, which we'll vote on after we discuss the results. So, for the year, we started the year with the Civic Association at $22,468.60. Brought in $7,601.05. Spent $6,885.97 for a difference of $715 of income for the year, giving us an ending balance of $3,183.68. And you can see the actuals and what the budget was for 2019 on the right side there, and then the 2020 proposed budget on the far right there. The swim club kind of did that the opposite way. The bottom number, we started the year with $5,716. brought in $24,177, spent $23,251, leaving an ending balance of $6,642. And then the 2020 budgeted number is the second column there. And then for athletics, John Bushman gave me these numbers. So for baseball, t-ball and softball, soccer and concessions, they're looking to have that income and that expense. So, any questions on any of the numbers? Not hearing any. What I'd like to do is move that we accept the 2020 budget numbers for the Civic, Swim Club, and athletics.
Is there a second? Second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. Motion passed. John, would you like to review athletics?
All right. We had last spring, for the first time, joined with Forest Park in fielding baseball and t-ball teams. Both communities have found there's been a significant fall off in registrations in those sports, to the degree where we've not even fielded a team in girls softball. There simply aren't enough players. It's widespread. Corpus Christi has decreased the number of teams. Mount Healthy doesn't field teams. North College Hill doesn't field teams. And I think this year Olympian Club is folding into Coleraine. So it's a thing, a pattern that is happening probably all over the place, and it certainly affected us some. On the other hand, it allowed everybody to have practice fields, reschedule games from rainouts, participating games on Saturdays, and still gave us Sundays to field a couple of select teams that play on our fields. So this year, or this past spring, we had 13 teams, including 6 at the young age of t-ball, which we hope will blossom into now more t-ball teams for this year, as well as kids moving up into coach pitch. So we're probably looking to have about 11 teams, maybe 12 teams this spring. Registration has just started and will continue into March. We're always looking for coaches, okay, and for people to help with the fields. All right, but we'll be fielding teams with kids from as young as 4 years old up to probably about 15, 16 years old, where then they start driving until they don't go to baseball games as much or play. And I think in working with Forest Park, the gentleman over there has strong ties to our own baseball commissioner, and it seemed to work pretty well with kids playing on teams, getting uniforms and ball caps, having enough people to help run things. So we're going to continue with it again this year. And then we also did that in the fall in soccer, where we had lollipop soccer. We had about 6 teams there, with Forest Park and us combined, and about 60 kids playing. So it worked out better than we expected, and it certainly allows us to keep fielding teams here playing at Clifford George.
Sign-ups are online. Go online now.
Your grandkids can register.
Mary? Sure. Let me preface, a couple of months ago, we began a transition for Mary's position. She had been doing community activities for the last year, and now this year she's going to handle the swim club, which is a lot of work. So go ahead, Mary.
Well, thank you, Skip. I wanted to talk a little about community activities and swim club, since we still have a vacancy in the community activities position to our knowledge for this coming year. So if anyone out there would like to help with that, I'd be happy to work with you on it. But for this upcoming year, we're going to plan our same events as past years, most likely. Our Easter egg hunt the Sunday before Easter on the 5th. Garage sale probably Saturday, May 16th. course, the July 4th parade, and it's Saturday this year, so it's going to lead to a whole weekend of festivities, I'm sure. And then, of course, the Holiday in the Farms event, hoping maybe to do that on the December 20th, maybe the 13th, depending on what spaces we're able to get. So that's kind of exciting in the community activities side of things. And as Skip said, I am moving over to the swim club. Happy to join that team there of people who've been working for years to keep this pool going for us. I know my kids love it, and I just want to make sure it's still there for my kids and everybody else to enjoy. This year it is the longest possible summer. Memorial Day is about as early as it can be, and Labor Day is as late as it can be. So if you're thinking of joining the pool, this is a good year to do it because you get lots of days. So using those long days, I'm hoping to put together a calendar of events, some extra activities, some extra fun things to do at the pool to help make it exciting for pool members and community members. Like ice cream socials or maybe a special senior swim time. And if we can find a water yoga, aqua yoga teacher or something like that, we'd love to have some morning or, aqua yoga or aqua Zumba. I found all kinds of things online that I would be terrible at. But I'm sure there are physically fit people in this neighborhood that would love them. To bring some events to the pool. We'll be hiring lifeguards and concession workers in a little while, so if you've got some responsible teenagers, put the bug in their ear that they should get their lifeguard certification and be in touch. Maybe we could get them on the team there. And as always, we have the grounds at the pool. Could always use help with the landscaping, mowing, flower beds. If you love gardening, we've got plenty of space for you to practice your trade. We'd love to have you there. So just looking forward to that. I've got a lot to learn. I've never run a pool before, so I'm going to be leaning heavily on the people who have been doing it for years. But look forward to keeping the swim club going for many years to come. So join the pool. Membership forms are on the table here and also available through the pleasantrunfarms.org website. We added a new senior membership level and a new student level. So if you've got, if you're just your high school kid wants to join, or your college kid's home for summer, they just got to show their student ID. They can get a single rate. It's pretty discounted. So. Any questions?
One thing, I think we probably, from some of the messages I've seen, maybe want to bring back the community cleanup day, because people were talking about some of the areas on Kemper Road and things like that. So we might want to schedule some of that. It seems like there's some interest out there on having people help doing a cleanup day. So
we'll add that to the community activities list.
Thank you, Mary. Monica?
Oh, hi, everybody. As far as membership, I don't have too much, I think. Scott Baker is transitioning into that role. I know that we're still looking for people to be on those membership cards, and we're bringing those back. We have so far the gym and auto zoo that are going to be on those cards. I know that we're trying to work with the schools to increase participation with respect to membership. And then I will be in transition out of that role. And really that's all I have for membership, unless anybody has any questions.
$30 a year goes to helping all the work that we do in the community. I know it doesn't always seem like we're doing a lot, but we are. The amount of time that Skip is spending, and then, if we had a healthy balance in our account, there's a lot of things we would love to do to help working here in the community. So consider joining.
that's per family.
Per family. Yeah.
And there's a 10% discount, $3 discount if you're over 62.
Monica, do you want to talk about the schools for a minute?
Sure. I don't think about probably the biggest thing right now is probably Ed Choice. I think a lot of you are probably aware of Ed Choice. And we now have 6 schools in Ed Choice, and basically it means that there are standards that have not been met. And so those schools that have not met those established standards are entered into school choice, and essentially that has vouchers, and those vouchers are money that would ordinarily go to the district per student, and that money will go with them to a school that accepts these vouchers, a charter school or parochial school that are in the program. So I think there's a lot of different schools that got on it. And I've heard anywhere from this is just a ploy to take public dollars and make turn them over to private schools for private use. But then there's also a school of thought where this could be a good thing for underperforming schools. So students and families have options. And so I put that information out there for people to be aware. Other things, I know that the district has set up a few committees for people to be on. There's a strategic planning committee. There's a cultural and diversity committee as well. And obviously they continue to have board meetings. So I really just encourage all of you all to stay, that have kids in the district or otherwise, to stay involved. As far as, upcoming events, Pleasant Run Elementary, we're having carnival in April. Actually, next week we have a carnival planning committee. So if anybody's interested in being on that, we would welcome you to come. The more people, the merrier. Actually, it's tomorrow, the 22nd. Days are confused, it's like everything. But yeah, so I would encourage anybody that's interested to come to that. It's at 6:30 at Pleasant Run Elementary in the cafeteria. We'll need all hands on deck for that. It's a big event that we have every year. Also a fundraiser for the school. I'm not sure what's going on with high school. Wendy, do you have anything from high school?
Prom Fashion Show is always a big fundraiser to raise money for after prom, and that is on February the 13th. Other than that, there's really we have more backwards prom stuff, but it's not really community. It's like for very much graduation, that kind of stuff.
Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome.
Let me segue into the Welsh property, since we're talking about schools. This month, the survey documents and development plans will be submitted, and since the survey was finalized, they'll begin to initialize the purchase of the property from the school system. They anticipate that they will begin preparing the property for housing around March or April, and that it'll take about 90 days to get it ready for the housing to begin. The housing will all be done by Miranda Homes, and they'll have a number of different plans that people can select from. And I believe from the email that TJ Ackerman, the developer of the property, sent me, I believe the whole development is going to be called the Enclave at Welsh. So that's something we hadn't heard in the past. We have 2 guest speakers tonight. Lieutenant Niehaus is with the Springfield Township Police Department, and he is here to talk to us about safety in the farms and what's really happening in the farms today. Lieutenant Niehaus?
Thank you. Good evening, and thanks for inviting me to the meeting. So, I guess on a broad spectrum, I'm very happy to report that from the perspective of crime, there is no real significance in trends or patterns in crime or criminal activity. And one of the things that your neighborhood is very unique with, and maybe it's because of location, maybe it's because of the dedication and commitment you guys had to the community up here, but we very rarely experience significant events or significant criminal activity in your neighborhood. A lot of the crimes that we see are really crimes of what we kind of term opportunity, right? A lot of thefts from vehicles, and then mischievous behavior by juveniles and kids and things of that nature. There's also this misconception too, and we hear it a lot when our officers respond out and make reports on vehicles have been gone through overnight, property taken, that, well, I would rather leave my door unlocked than to break my window and steal things out of my car. And our position as a law enforcement agency is just make sure that when you leave your car, that there's nothing in there of value, or that somebody could look in and see and attach their value to. And as long as there isn't, please lock those doors, because all we find in the middle of the night is you might have a group of juveniles or a group of people that go through, and all we'll do is just check door handles as they walk down the street. Don't pull on the door handle. And if they pull on the door handle and the door is unlocked, they're going to go through the car. Now, I'm certainly not saying we don't have instances or have had instances in the past where windows were broken and people were getting entry into the car. But what we found is they don't want to attract attention to themselves and breaking windows in the middle of the night, especially in the summer months or the spring months when people are out to have their windows open and enjoying the weather. It's going to draw attention to them. So if you leave a laptop computer or a cell phone or a GPS device or something like that laying in plain view where people can see it, they probably would break a window and get that because they can attach a value to that which they can resell or pawn. But just an average car, if you don't see anything in there and that door's locked, they're not going to break the window. So let's kind of keep that in mind. Unfortunately, what we find out though is in the culture that we live in now, everybody's so busy. Everybody has family events, have events with their children, their grandchildren, things at church, things at work, and we lead such busy lives now that sometimes we just get complacent a little bit when we get home. Right? It's a long day, we get home, we pull the car in the driveway, we go inside, and completely forget that we left our work computer or something like that in the car. And those things do happen. But by far and large, those things that we really see are just those events here. Now, one thing that your community and your neighborhood is absolutely not immune to, but every community for the township experiences, is some traffic violations, right? We do experience there's complaints about people on stop signs, about driving too fast in the neighborhood, and things of that nature. You guys aren't isolated that you're the only community or the only neighborhood as far as the township experiences that. Everyone does. And we do our best to aggressively enforce those. But we also are very mindful about how our traffic safety division manages those complaints when we get those phone calls, right? Because believe it or not, 90% plus of those individuals that are out running the stop signs in your neighborhood or driving too fast live in your own neighborhood. So those are things that our traffic safety division kind of keeps in the back of their mind, you know, when they're doing traffic enforcement or working on traffic complaints and stop sign violations and things like that. And Kurt, quite honestly, what we have found really works well is just that visual presence. Seeing officers sit at stop signs and things like that. But, you know, we certainly will come out when we get those complaints from individuals about traffic. We'll come out and handle those stop sign complaints, handle the speeders complaints. Occasionally we'll get the complaints of cars going around the school bus in the morning because somebody woke up a little bit too late for work and they think they can just pass the school bus so they can get there on time. Those things do happen. But I think in the grand scheme of things, when we look at it, those are good problems to have as a community. If those are the only issues that we're having, we would look at those and kind of term or categorize those as good problems. But I can't emphasize enough the vigilance on your part as being good neighbors and parts of the community. You see something out of place, please say something. Unfortunately, and your neighborhood hasn't really experienced this too much, but in other neighborhoods, our officers will get called out for a burglary report, and they'll get there in the house and burglarized while somebody was at work, And our investigators would talk to neighbors, look for ring doorbell cameras or home security systems to kind of help catch suspects involved. And the neighbors inevitably would say, you know what? I did this afternoon see a van in my driveway or a truck in my driveway that I've never seen before, but I didn't think about it. So we try to push as much as we can, encourage you as much as we can. If you see something out of place, please call. We would rather come out and go to your neighbor's house or another home in your neighborhood to investigate something and find out that maybe it's a family member, maybe it's somebody coming over to do some work while the homeowners are at work and they've authorized them to do work. We'd rather find that out than to get a call a couple hours later and understand that we missed that window of opportunity to probably either discover or identify people involved. And a lot of times people are just, what we hear a lot is, well, we just didn't want to bother you. Well, we appreciate that, but that's exactly what we're here for. And that's exactly what we want you guys to do. We want the community members to do is to reach out. Because as law enforcement, we know what is common in certain neighborhoods and what is uncommon in certain neighborhoods. And that's just from the experience of our officers working in your communities. But nobody knows your neighborhood better than you guys do. Nobody knows what's more out of place in your neighborhood than what you guys see. So we continue to ask for that help. You can always call our dispatch, you can always call 911. And if you still would like that feeling of anonymity, you can also go to the Springfield Township's website and you can submit a crime or a drug tip through our website. When you do that, you submit that tip, whether it's a traffic complaint, whether it's a report of suspicious activity that you want to call about, or maybe you feel your neighbor's involved or somebody in your neighborhood's involved in some illegal activity. Those come right to my email and the chief and assistant chief's email. And as soon as you hit that send button, I get it on my phone. I probably just got one right now. So we get it immediately. And then we look at it, and I kind of triage that and determine what steps are appropriate to take to kind of mitigate or fix that situation. So please, we can't encourage you. You're not bothering us. That's exactly what we're here for. Reach out to us, call us if something looks out of place, if something doesn't exactly feel right. Or if you have some questions about what's going on in your neighborhood, or maybe something that's going on that affects or could potentially affect what's going on in your neighborhood. But very happy to report that, like I said before, as we turn into problems, we really don't have that strong presence of criminal activity in your neighborhood. And I personally attribute that to everybody sitting in this room, to the Civic Association, to the things you do to build that really good, close-knit, tight community. Because those types of activities that you do in your community here strengthen it, and it also strengthens it to the point where that element really doesn't want to come into your neighborhood. And there's a lot of proof and a lot of research that goes a long way, and I really think you guys have really done well here. So, from the police department's perspective, that's really the only thing that we see. I'll tell you, there's no neighborhood or area that's immune to certain types of criminal activity. We have had a few things occur in your neighborhood over the course of the year that are very isolated incidents to individuals that live in your neighborhood that were resolved in criminal investigations, but nothing to be concerned about as far as some widespread criminal organization or anything like that occurring in your neighborhood. But I would certainly open the floor if anybody has any specific questions, concerns. I would be certainly willing to address them. Address them out. I'll skip my card, my email address. You can certainly reach out to me via email. We can talk privately about those things. But most importantly, we're open over here for you. That's what you pay us for. That's what you pay your taxes for. That's what we're here for. So please, don't ever feel like you're burdened to reach out to us for assistance.
Could you mention something about the property down here close to the expressway that has a shooting range on it? Every now and then we see things on next door talking about it.
Yes. So, understand, and I know there's been a lot of questions, and the gentleman at the end of this private drive here has a shooting range on his property. He has a large piece of property back there. We have to look at it from a couple different perspectives. when you look to solve problems, sometimes it's always not a law enforcement issue, right, or a law enforcement problem. But we always try to look at avenues and methods to address the concerns of the community. This not only frustrates some people living above their farms, but also on the Forest Park side because they get their red fire. I will tell you this, from what the gentleman is doing on this property is 100% completely legal. He has a federal firearms license. He has the permission to be able to teach classes. However, he's not breaking criminal law. However, the Springfield Township zoning department is looking at to make sure that it is zoned correctly and to make sure that there isn't zoning violations that are being violated by him doing that. And I know it sounds very upsetting to some people when we explain to them, well, unfortunately, from a legal perspective, from a criminal side, there's absolutely nothing we can do about it. And we've had the conversations with him. And he understands also it's his property, and he's got enough property there to be able to safely do it. But we also understand your concerns that you don't want to be sitting out on your deck on a Saturday, Sunday evening and listen to gunfire all evening. So there's things that are being worked out. Unfortunately, though, I will tell you this, those things take a lot of time to be able to work their way through the system. And the problem is some kind of animal agreement, whether they just absolutely have to allow him to do it, or there's some kind of agreement on that. And unfortunately, those things just don't resolve themselves overnight. So I can tell you that the township is working diligently to come up with a solution for that. Fortunately, I cannot tell you that that solution is going to come very quickly. I think we're hoping for some kind of amicable resolution on both sides, but we'll kind of see where that goes. Unfortunately, on the criminal side, there's nothing that we can do to go down to his property and arrest him or serve him citations or subpoenas because he's not violating a criminal law. So, but it's something that's being certainly addressed.
So that property is Springfield Township, it's not
It is.
Forest Park?
It is Springfield Township. It is.
We have our swim club in the center of development.
I'm sorry, speak up.
Our swim club in the center of the development. Does one of your officers check that occasionally?
Yes, they do. So, and this is funny. Sometimes in the summertime we'll hear those comments from the community, well, I just don't see the police in my neighborhood. What you don't see is the police in your neighborhood when you're sleeping. And that is when and how we push our patrol in the evenings on our first shift officers. Their primary focus is in neighborhoods. Now, there are focus on OBI control and things of that nature, checking businesses, but a lot of their primary focus in the evening hours is neighborhoods. Because essentially, when you're at home sleeping at night, we want you to feel safe. That's why a lot of people maybe not see those groups. But I will tell you this, we do a lot of unconventional approaches to managing those things. Nights we have, especially when the weather is nice, we have officers out in night patrol in neighborhoods. Unless you're really looking close, you're not going to see that because, you know, the nice thing with bikes is they can ride in the darkness, nobody sees that, but that's an advantage to them because they can look for those things that are occurring and not be readily seen as a patrol car going up through your neighborhood. And then we do a lot of unmarked patrol where we have officers in unmarked cars that go through the neighborhood that you would never know as a police officer driving down your street. You would think it's just somebody coming through your neighborhood or another resident leaving your neighborhood. In our impact unit that we have, our impact unit is designed specifically and has officers on to it to specifically deal and address with community issues, neighborhood problems, crime, drug, and violent crimes. And they're in your neighborhoods more than you would ever know. You would never know. You pull up next to you or behind you at a stop sign, you know what's in your neighborhood. But that's another tactic, another patrol tactic for us to use to be able to, you know, manage crime and be able to detect it without them knowing the police in the neighborhood too. So do that. And we've had we've had quite a bit of success with that. So, any other questions?
I thought it was something when we were talking about the stop signs and stuff.
Sure.
I was driving through Green Hills the other day, and they got these little signs on their stop signs. And I love them. It's like, you know, complete stop, free, rolling stop,
Sure.
$175, you'll pick one. Is that something? it's kind of humorous, but not.
Sure.
And they've got them on all their stop signs. Is that something like the police department would do, or the signage, like, or a collaboration?
Yeah, that would really be addressed through a public works department. Yeah, and it really kind of would depend on what your interest is. They do have that ability. Of course, there would be, I'm sure there would be some kind of nominal cost with that or cost sharing with that, but I would definitely reach out to Michael with the public works.
Some of those key stop signs, so we know.
Yep,
Just
absolutely.
get blown.
Absolutely. And you know, we talk about this in our staff meetings with our supervisors once a month. And you know, by far, one of our biggest complaints in our community is traffic. But once again, in the grand scheme of things, that's a really good problem to have. So.
Well, thank you very much.
Great. I thank you very much. Unfortunately, I have to go finish another meeting real quick. I'm going to leave my card, Skip. If you have any specific questions, please feel free to call me, reach out to me, email me. And we're happy to get back with you. Call you, come out, visit, we can discuss some things. But we're certainly here for your neighborhood. You have a great neighborhood. You have a great sense of community there. We certainly appreciate it. If there's something you think we can do probably a little bit better or do for you, please don't hesitate to call. All right, thank you very much. Have a good evening.
Our next guest speaker is Randy Chenault. He works with Steve Shabbat, and he's here to tell us what Congressman Shabbat can do that might be able to help some of the people in our neighborhood.
Good evening. Thank you for having me here tonight. I appreciate the opportunity to introduce myself and to discuss the services that our office provides. My name is Randy Chenault. I'm a constituent liaison for Congressman Steve Shabbat. The Congressman represents the 1st Congressional District of Ohio. The district covers 3/4 of Hamilton County and all of Warren County. We have 3 offices, one in downtown Cincinnati, one in Lebanon, and one in Washington, D.C. I have several roles in the Congressman's office. First, I work on constituent issues. My main focus is immigration and State Department matters. Secondly, I help with outreach efforts. So when the Congressman is in D.C., I attend events and meetings like this on his behalf. I also inform local governments of the different services that our office can provide. For example, we can help constituents that live in the 1st Congressional District with issues that they are having with the federal government. For example, if they are having a hard time getting a response from the Social Security Administration, IRS, Veterans Affairs, we can send an inquiry to help speed up the process. We can also expedite passports. We can assist in setting up tours at the White House, Capitol Building, and many other monuments. Our office can write letters of support for programs that are seeking grants. We can also help you order a flag that has been flown over the Capitol Building. Another role of mine is to oversee the Congressional Art Competition that is a national program, where each congressional district sends a high school student's artwork to D.C. to be displayed in the Capitol for 1 year. We are currently in the process of starting this competition. It is a great opportunity for the community and for the students to get involved with. If you would like more information, I'd be happy to discuss this with you after the meeting. In closing, you can see there are many services that our office can provide you and your constituents with. We are always happy to help in any way. Please feel free to call our Cincinnati office at 513-684-2723. Again, thank you for allowing me to speak tonight.
Thank
If you have any questions, I can take questions, but he'll take the hard ones.
Do you have any information you need for contact and whatnot?
Yes, I've got my cards
Excellent.
and Congressman's cards. I can pass out at the end.
Appreciate it.
I have a question.
Sure.
Can you help with the problems we experience with postage delivery? The post office, we're in out of Forest Park, and invariably, lots of us get mail that gets missed every day.
Okay. Well,
It's erratic.
Sure. So what happens is constituents like yourself will send your privacy release form. You'll fill it out, your personal information, your address, your name, and then your situation, and sign it at the bottom, and then we'll send it to the post office and say, what's going on, how can we help?
That won't help.
Well, you never know, because we have a person.
I have been to the post office to talk to a manager
Okay.
because I get mail every day, okay? I'm the catalog queen of the, so I get mail every day. And there are days when I have no mail, which I know that the post office, whoever's delivering mail, has gone past or ignored my delivery for the day. I have actually gone to the post office to talk to a supervisor who was out on the, I guess, lunch break, and I was told they would call me back. That was months ago, and if I was holding my breath, heaven help me, I'd be 6 feet under, because I'd never gotten a phone call back.
That's where we come in. So we, as the congressional office, will talk to the congressional office and the post office. See? And they have a liaison there, just like I'm a liaison in our congressional office.
Okay.
That's how we get things done. But that's one of our services.
Okay, because our community next door, invariably there are hundreds of people who complain because they don't get their mail delivered.
Well, that's a federal issue. So
and it's not just in Pleasant Run Farms. I have friends over at Forest Park out of the same post office that have the same issues.
okay. Yeah, we might be able to solve that big problem.
Excellent. Where do I sign up?
Yeah, I'll sign up too for that. It is a really big problem and it's growing and taking care of it.
And then, if you want to call me tomorrow or sometime soon.
Pass those along.
Randy, you're going to get lots of phone calls on this project.
So there's actually a form to
I don't know what you call it.
I do.
And then you see what it's supposed to be.
And I also mark when I don't get it. Okay, I've done that part, and it still comes back, it says, hey, we don't get delivery, you know, I don't get delivery.
We get other people say what
Well,
or drive over to their house.
I usually just put it in either a note, if it's not my mail, I put a note on it that says not the right address, or I drop it in the person's mailbox wherever it belongs to.
Believe it or not, we're dealing with a person here in the district who isn't receiving any mail at all. So
I can believe it.
We're dealing with that. Anything else?
So which number are we supposed to call? Or tell me exactly what the first step is, please.
I would call our Hamilton County office. That's our casework office. Our Warren County office is also a casework office, but our let's see, IRS and post office person is in the Hamilton County office. And I deal with immigration, visas, and State Department stuff. So if you get sent overseas, if you have a sick family member over in the Philippines and you need help get them back in a hurry, we help out with that too. So calling our office is the first step. We do the mail, fax, or...
Well, you're not going to mail it because we'll never get it.
Well, people who do receive the mail, we can mail it, or I can even send it to the administration building, faxing it or emailing it. So, well, those are our three ways of contact.
How do you know we get somebody from, is visiting another country back here if they're having?
Well, I contract with the State Department, and we have embassies and consulates around the world that we can contact and say, hey, we have a constituent that's in trouble, how can you help us? I told you, he can take the hard questions.
Yeah, that's it.
All right.
Thank you. One item that we haven't covered is our roads. And we've been telling you for the last couple of months that Elkwood was going to be repaved in sections, 4-foot sections, on both sides of the street from John Gray Road up to Dearborn. And so far it hasn't happened. I've been told by Mike Gould, the head of that area for the township, that they've had other projects and then they had snow, and what really is at the point now is that the asphalt companies are closed for the winter, and they reopen at the beginning of April. And as of today, he assures me that we will get that road repaved in the sections that we were told. And then after the construction for the Welsh project, that road will be looked at for a redo. But in the meantime, all those potholes along the edges will be taken care of. And the township, I think, has been really good with us on our roads. My wife and I were in Centerville Sunday night, and it snowed there, and we're pulling out of this nice development, and we've got like an inch or two of snow on the ground. And I commented to her that if we were in the farms, it would probably be gone. I mean, we've had excellent road service here, so I'm very pleased with everything they've done for us, and I think most people are. So, are there any other questions on things that we're doing or planning to do in the farms this year? Okay, the last thing I think that we have is election of officers for this year, and we had held off till the end of the meeting so that Scott Baker could get here. He was up in Indianapolis earlier. So is there anyone who is interested in a position on our board? We have community activities. We will have the memo. Jalissa Harris is going to stop doing the memo around March or April. So we need a replacement in her area. Any other areas that?
Senior activities is also open.
And senior activities has been a tough one. We had that position filled, and I think it's been open for about a year and a half now. And the reason that the fellow stopped doing it was he just couldn't get any seniors to do anything. And when I first started working on the board, I really thought that there were very few seniors in Pleasant Run Farms. I thought they had all moved. And then I quickly discovered there are a lot of seniors here. You just don't see them. They're not out and about like a lot of the younger people. So, if anybody can think of senior activities that they're interested in, we can do something. We could have, like Mary's talking about at the swim club, different things. We could have in the morning maybe some card clubs. I don't know how many people in the neighborhood still play bridge, but there's a lot of groups that do a lot of card playing. I know one of our friends, he must play in 5 different bridge groups every week. So there are people that really enjoy things like that. So just let us know, because we're more than happy to implement something and see how successful it will be. Since there is no one here that is interested in joining the board tonight.
Are we sure?
I didn't hear any comments. Are we interested?
I still have my hand.
No? Aaron used to be on the board. In that case, Wendy, would you like to make a motion?
Well, the officers for 2020 are President Skip Wickland, Vice President Monica Bowles, Secretary Bert Cameron, Treasurer Ed Mayer, Director of Swim Club Mary Guerrera, Director of Athletics, John Bushman. Director of Membership, Scott Baker. Is there a motion? Does somebody make a motion to accept these officers for the 2020 year?
I'll make a motion to accept the officers for the 2020 year.
Is there a second?
I'll second it.
All those in favor? Any opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you. That, I think, concludes everything for tonight. We continue to have a difficult time getting people out to interact with the Civic Association. This past year, we had several meetings where we probably had 75, 100 people attending. And I was hoping that we would have a few more to begin our annual meeting this year. But we'll continue to keep trying, and we'll keep everybody posted on what's happening with Welsh and with our streets and with our school. And one thing that we can, I think, be very pleased about is that we still have a swim club, because most neighborhoods no longer have swim clubs. And it's been an excellent area for younger people to use during the summer. And our athletics, John has done a fantastic job with that. I know when my children were young, it was the games just went the whole weekend. And when I hear John talk about fewer and fewer kids wanting to play ball, it's kind of sad. But we've got a good tie-in with the township, with our park. And John and his people maintain the park for the township. So we've got a lot of things really going for us that help us in a way to be able to cocoon within our own neighborhood, which most neighborhoods don't have. So, well, I thank you all for coming tonight, and if there's nothing further, I'll call for an adjournment.
So make sure everyone knows there's membership forms, full membership forms, copies of minutes, and various papers and things here on the front desk. So make sure you grab those on your way out. And on each table, there's next door, if you're not on next door, or if you know some people that aren't, you can take those flyers and pass the tags out. Will help people find our page.
Thank you very much.